What is up, people? It is me, Monster58. Welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XVI. Previously, we ended up going back to Rosaria to confront Hugo Kupka, and in a hellacious battle with him, we ended up cutting off his hands. And then he was punched by some person that we've seen before in some cutscenes with the King of Waloed, Barnabas Tharm, and then he was just taken away. And so we leave Rosaria, headed back after absolutely, experiencing our homeland get completely annihilated. Jill's currently resting, and now we gotta find out what to do next. And so, let's talk to Otto.
Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Ah, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and our other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my guilt.
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Alrighty, so, let me take a look and see if there's any other alien requests before we head off and meet Mid. Is there anything? No, got nothing there, but I think we do have some new, hunts on the hunting board. Hi, Nectar. What's up, buddy? Okay, let's take a look. We got a couple. Yeah, we got one new one, the Muddy Murder in Old Hill in Rosaria. So let's head back to Old Hill here in a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and pick up some items because I think we ran out of a good chunk of them when we were fighting Kupka. So I'm going to grab some items and then I'll meet you in Old Hill where the Muddy Murder is located and we'll fight that guy. Alrighty, so what you want to do is you want to head to the Old Hill docks and you want to head towards this way, and he should be right over here. Alrighty, this guy's pretty tough. He's rank A. He's the toughest one we fought so far, but we fought one of these guys in Drake's Breath, so let's go and see what this guy's got now.
Take us to the west, did you?
There we go. Goodness me, that was pretty tough. So I've had to use most of my potions because that guy's 8 levels above me, keep in mind. We got an insane amount of experience for it, though. So look at that. 5,200, almost 2 levels full because of that. So pretty sick. Would probably recommend you not fight this guy if you're still relatively, like, if this is your first playthrough, but still.
Well, it's dead now. Whatever it was.
Very nice. Okay. I'll meet you guys back back at the Hideaway. Alrighty, folks, and with that out of the way, it's time to go speak to Mid, because we have some time to kill, so we're still trying to find out where Kupka went. Might as well go and speak with Mid now that she's back.
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it, then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Yes, so if that isn't obvious already, Mid here is the daughter of Sid. We'll find out more about her as the story goes on, but yes, now we need to help her out, and she is definitely more boisterous than her father was, that's for damn sure. But let us go and talk to Karen and Blackthorn, because we need those materials that she needs to make that workshop. And trust you me, she actually becomes an honestly, an incredibly important character going forward. And you'll see why as we get into it. Partly due to that engineering background that she's got. But yeah, let us go and do that. So, first things first though, I'd like to go, before we talk to Karen and Blackthorn, is go to the reading table, because it looks like we got some letters here. Letters and or letter. Alright, let's see what we got here. Homecoming. Jill, I apologize for what happened at Rosalith. I fear what might have been had if not you, Gavin, Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you most, and for that I should forever be grateful. Seeing the city I had once known as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with much sadness in my heart. But the time for looking is back is beyond us. We must focus on the here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when this is all through. Jill. Very, very sweet. But yes, yeah, it was pretty traumatizing, to say the least. But with that all out of the way, let's first talk to Karen, since she's a step closer.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot? Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
Alrighty, with Karen out of the way, she's got some new stuff.
What can I do?
So let's see what she's got. Does she have anything crazy new? Nothing to note of here, at least. What does she got for charms? Charges spells. Limit break generation by 3%. Limit break generation when taking damage. Heat wave, Rook's Gambit. Don't really need any of this, I'll be honest with you. They're really not much that we care about too much. Yeah, there's not that much there.
Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Alright, thanks, Karen. Alright, Blackthorn.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What's it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done. If I ever am.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Alrighty, Carpenter we go. So let's head downstairs and see what we got going for us. But yes, gotta get this workshop set up because, again, like I told you, it becomes pretty important. And she's a very fun character. Really cool. And also, just to clarify, she is not the actual blood daughter of Sid and Benedicta, even though she does certainly bear a resemblance to Benedicta with the blonde hair and how it is.
Should be enough to keep us going. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Alrighty, Martha's Rest we head to. So, let's head over and see if we can procure Mr. Bernard, who we haven't seen for the past, like, 5 years. See if we can procure him from Martha's Rest.
Clive, what brings you to the Rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Alrighty, time to go to Cressida. Which direction is that? Well, it's not too far, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna head up that way. I'm going to save you the trouble of seeing the travel because we don't really need to see it. So I will meet you guys as I approach, like right around here. Oh yes, and while we're on our way there, I don't know why I completely forgot, but here I am going to show you some of Titan's abilities. We can probably do a couple of them this episode. So, he's got one of these. Now, Raging Fist is very similar to Rook's Gambit in that sense that it's a counter. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have it. And what I do is I have an ability set where it's Garuda and Titan. And I really like to use this in a decent amount of boss fights because this does a lot of damage when you counter. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the abilities into this, some points into it. And then we are going to go over here to the gear icons in general, and you can see I already have this ready to go. So we got Raging Fist. So when I have the opportunity, I'll try and show this to you guys. But yes, this is a block. It does damage like Rook's Gambit would if you don't counter something, but if you do counter something, it's literally like freaking Dio Brando not Star Platinum. Well, it is like Star Platinum, but it's also like the World, right? And you'll see when we get into it. So. Alrighty, we are right over here near Cressida, so let us see if we can find Bernard over here, because we need to get him so that we can ask for his help, especially with mid. Oh, it looks like he's right there. Would you look at that?
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh. Do you know? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Alrighty, this is kind of like a perfect opportunity to show off Titan's stuff. So, come on, why is M not moving? Okay. But perfect opportunity to show Titan stuff. So your other ability that I have is called Upheaval, and essentially it's like this big ground slam that you can use from either, and you can charge it up. Either you can charge it up fully and then slam into the ground and deal a lot of damage, or you can use it midair as well. So we'll show it off here. Oh, come on, the game always freezes like this. Come on. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, let's show. So this. So you can see it does a decent amount of damage, and then if you're in a wave of enemies, it does a decent bit. The block I don't use all that much. Let's see if I can show you the... There it is. And then as you level it up more, it'll deal more damage, and you'll get the more of the... Ora, ora, ora! Very nice. Alright, and let me show you once this... cooldown comes back up, I can show you the slam from midair here. Watch. Boom! Okay. Yeah, it's not super flashy. It's very straightforward with what it wants to do because, well, guess what? It's literally punching, essentially. We're like freaking Asura from Asura's Wrath. But at the end of the day, it's still cool. And again, you'll see its use really in single like target boss fights and even like those you know, mini bosses and stuff like that. This is where that the Titan becomes really useful in those situations. Again, I don't use the block all that much. I just don't find that much use for it personally. And that. And that guy's dead. Very nice. Do this. If you're wondering what happens with Upheaval when you don't charge it, it's just this. It just does less damage, so nothing to note about. Oh, here we go. We got a... Alright, got a Wyvern, essentially. Let's see if we can kill this. There. Oh! Oh, I mistimed that too. That's fine. That's whatever. Alright, pull him down here. If you want me to be honest, I don't find Upheaval super useful in, like, when you're going into, Limit Break, you know, Stag or something like that, but it's okay. It's just, you're better at single target. You're genuinely better at single target damage because of how this works. Nice. gonna do this, and then we'll do this, and then we'll do this. And then boom! Not a ton of damage, but a pretty decent amount to begin with. Oh, I missed. Ow. There we go. Kaboom! I love that, dude. It's so much fun. I really love Titan. When you get that off, it just feels so rewarding, like unbelievably rewarding. Alright, that. Do this, and then we'll just do that. Very nice. And then we'll do this. Boom. Very nice. And then let's finish him off. Oh no, damn, the Will of the Wikes got him, but that's alright. So, as you can see, Titan is pretty fun. As you get further into the game, I don't see myself using Titan that much because he just doesn't deal the bigger numbers that you'd want him to do, like the abilities in and of themselves. Again, in my opinion, they work the best when you're working against like single target stuff or just waves of enemies. That's when he works the best. But when you're looking at the most amount of damage, it wasn't even close when I used Titan. Like, it's not even that fair.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
But yeah, kind of a little bit of a lesson too for Clive. You know, kind of good parallels, right? Alrighty. Maybe we got everything you wanted.
Alright, Clive. You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Alrighty, very, very nice. We fulfilled Mid's request. We still got some good ability points. We don't have enough to level up any of the other abilities though, so we're gonna wait here until we get to like 1K, something like that.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
You'll be getting some rest soon. From what I heard, you earned it.
Well, no rest for the weary at this point, right? Looks like we've got some side quests. Obviously one in the infirmary. We got one over here as well. Do we have any? Is what I'm going to go check is the alien reports, because if there are, we're probably going to knock out at least a couple of them this episode, because this episode has not been very long whatsoever. So might as well get a good chunk of them out of the way so we can move on with the story, right? Kind of a good episode to take a break, especially when we're dealing with the everything that happened in the previous episode. Nice to have sort of like a little bit of a chill day, I guess, right? So, before we talk to Jill, or before we see Jill, let us go and see what this side quest is over here.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A Cursebreaker managed to release the Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Alrighty, let's go to the Dragon's Eyrie because we need to see if Cole's party is okay. If you haven't understood at this point, essentially the Cursebreakers are more or less just the private army that we have, made up of mainly bears. So what we're going to do is we are going to head towards this area, and I'm going to meet you guys over there.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The Hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet. They're trying to get into the carriage.
That was probably the most satisfying ending to that ever. But yeah, took care of the goblins. Let's hope that they didn't get further into the frickin' into the cage, into the slaver's carriage, excuse me.
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety. The life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the Hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Alrighty, learn a little more about the Cursebreakers, but it's a very noble cause what they're doing. It's incredibly noble. Alrighty, and with that, time to visit the infirmary. I believe we also got some new favor, which is really nice.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. All yours.
Very nice. Let's see what
Come
that
again.
is. I wonder what that does. That is, let's see. Combo damage by 5. What? Ability points. Will the Wikes. I think we're honestly pretty good.
Yeah.
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Alrighty. So, gotta let Jill rest, but we do have another side quest here, so let's see what we got.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time, and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblord like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Alright. And one of the things to end things off is we can head to Rosaria once again, and we can collect these so that he can help remove someone's brand, just like ours was removed.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Oh boy. Alright, looks like we got some enemies to deal with, but nothing that we haven't dealt with before. Oh, very nice. Even got a level up. Level 32. We're moving up there in the levels. Alright. Gotta look for those bright blue blossoms, and I think we found them. Even though I wouldn't necessarily count these as bright blue, more like violet.
It's the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The Hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we have no shortage of volunteers. The day I decided that I would take Sid's name was the same day Taya took my brand.
I remember. It wasn't long after we came here. What little medicine Taya managed to salvage from the wreckage of the old place had been used up treating the wounded. She begged that your operation be delayed until a new supply of antalgics was found. Procedure was even more dangerous back then. Only a few souls had undertaken it. Doris, Cole, a handful of other cursebreakers, and those who are no longer with us. Those who lost their lives in the process. It wasn't something to be done lightly.
No. But it was something I had to do, if I was to take Sid's name. He always led from the front, and never asked anyone to take a risk for his cause that he was unwilling to take himself, even if he knew that it might cost him his life.
Hold still, Clive! Hold still!
I knew there'd be pain. That I might not survive. And I was afraid. But I also knew that if I didn't overcome that fear, that pain, then I would never be able to call myself Sid.
I didn't know.
We all want our brands removed. But it's a decision each of us must make for ourselves, on our own terms. Rodriguez, I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Pretty eye-opening. We get to see more behind sort of the early days of when they arrived here at this hideaway after, obviously, the events at, when after Sid passed away and he died. So, we do have some abilities here, ability points. We're close to 1k, so we might as well just get some level ups here. Let's see. Thunderstorm. Could do, like, Lightning Rod. Heatwave is, like, but we can do, probably Raging Fists, honestly. Yeah, probably Raging Fists. Wind Up is okay, but I'm not the biggest fan of Wind Up. If you're looking at the ultimate ability, basically it's just like a massive Earthquake Ground Slam. It's kind of like, if I had to compare, I've been playing Marvel Rivals a lot lately. If you guys know the Thing's ultimate, which is it's Clobbering Time, basically the same exact thing. But what we're going to do is we're going to level up Raging Fists here. Pretty good. Could level up Limit Break as well, but I think we're honestly okay. And then we'll wait until 1k, and then we'll level up some more stuff, because a lot of the stuff we need is 1k. Maybe actually Upheaval should be next, but we'll go from there. Again, I can block here with the thing that I haven't shown you, but it's just not, I don't know, I just don't use it very often. Alrighty, folks, and with that all out of the way, next time on Final Fantasy XVI, we'll be speaking with Gavin the Shells to see what he found out about Torgal after completing a lot of really solid stuff. You know, took more of a break episode, but we still furthered the story, met with Mid as well, and so, yeah, hope you guys look forward to that. So I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Also follow me in the socials, those will be linked in the description below. And with that, guys, once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lives.